Alright, YouTube, we are recording. It's week 10. Actually, I need to pull up the teams. And the standings, where are they? Nerdy stuff. Season 10. Okay. Alright, so I am going up against Sukuna this week. And she has a team of Ninetales, the original version, Primarina, Hisuian Decidueye, Volbeat, Ditto, Espathra, Hisuian Samurott, Weavile, Charizard, Zoroark, Incineroar, and Leafeon. And Sukuna's playing spoiler this week. She doesn't have a win just yet this season, so this would be her first if she's able to beat me, which would not be good for me because I'm also on the opposite end of the spectrum, competing for first place, a game behind Dan right now, and a win for me would be big. So if I lose, that's not great. If she wins, that's great for her. She's essentially, again, playing that spoiler role to perfection. But I'm trying not to let that happen, so this is the team I'm bringing. Alright, Bastia Legion with Choice Scarf again. I could run the Swift Swim version, but I just like the Scarf. I'm not going to lie to you. I like it because... Oh, I could actually make this Adamant this week. I actually will do that real quick. But I like the Scarf version because... That's what my name... I'm not locked into having the rain up, so we're gonna go Adamant there. Okay, good stuff. Okay, because it's a weather war. It's a weather war. I don't want to be in a situation where I'm relying on my rain. Ninetales switches in, and I'm looking kind of stupid with no speed. So I'm going Choice Scarf again. Last Respects can hurt. We're actually playing. What's funny is we're playing Hisuian Decidueye again, which is not the ghost type. It's a fighting grass type, and now I know that. But yeah, the Last Respects is going to hurt, so that's kind of a late game late game option for me. Politoed does have Drizzle because I am playing in this Weather War. I switched out Terra Blast. I didn't change the Terra type, but it's Earth Power, or it has Earth Power now instead of Terra Blast. Crocodile, still Terra Steel, which I think may actually not be ideal. Unless I'm in a situation where, like, no, there's Charizard. Yeah, maybe I don't go Terra Steel. Maybe I should switch that to, like, Terra Water. Terra Water might be okay. But I like the moveset, Rock Slide, Crunch, Earthquake, and Close Combat. I think I am going to change that to Terra Water because Terra Steel in front of a Ninetales and Charizard seems kind of stupid. So, yeah, I'll probably change that. And then I've got Hat. So the idea here for this week is I'm going to go Hatterene with a Grassy Seed next to Thwacky. I've still got Fake Out support. So I'm going to Fake Out, set up Trick Room, and then turn 2, I'm going to try and decide, do I want to... I mean, I was going to say, like, unless she leads her Weavile, which I think is faster than Thwacky, but if that happens, we'll deal accordingly. But yeah, I'm going to go for a Fake Out next to Hat, set up the Trick Room, and try to get Indeedee in. Because Hat has Expanding Force, but it's also got Dazzling Gleam because she's weak to, Decidueye is weak to Fairy, Samurott, Zoroark, Incineroar is neutral. But I'm not sure if I see Incineroar this time around. But yeah, I mean, I'm just going to switch this to Terra Water real quick. Indeedee does have a Life Orb, so it is going to be going for some Dazzling Gleams and Expanding Forces ideally. But yeah, that's the team. Hat next to Thwacky, kind of set up Trick Room. See if I can go crazy with Hat for just a little bit. See if I can get Indeedee in to go crazy a little bit as well. Crocodile has some, pretty good moves for her team, and Politoed for the rain, Bastia Legion the late game sweep. So that's the squad. I'm gonna go ahead and go change the Terra type real quick, but that's all for now. I'll see you guys in the battle. Let's hope for the best. Peace. All right, y'all. Here we go. Hoping for the best. Sukuna with the Sylveon in the background. Here we go. Did it hit? That said Zoroark, didn't it? Did that say Zoroark? I'm just trying to figure out what happened. What's happening right now? Okay, Grassy Surge, cool. I think I can just go ahead and... I get a defense boost, but I don't want that Samurott to go crazy right now. So I'm going to fake that out. And I'm just going to deal with the... They're both named Zoroark? That's hilarious. I love it. I'm going to go Trick Room. I'm still going to go for the plan, though. We Fake Out Zoroark. which is not a Zoroark. That's not going to do anything with... Oh, that's the Zoroark, though. Primarina doesn't get knockoff. Okay. So we're dealing with a Zoroark and a Hisuian Samurai right now. Okay. Awesome. That's funny. That's hilarious. Hopefully it's not sashed, because this Grassy Glide is going to do big damage, and then a Dazzling Gleam. We know that, oh, close. The Dazzling's going to pick up the KO, so that's good. Hopefully it's not sashed. It's not. Good stuff. The Zoroark trick. Both of them named Zoroark is hilarious, though. They better not all be named Zoroark. That would be freaking top tier. They better not be. But yeah, that's funny. The knockoff from the Primarina. That is not a move that Primarina knows, so... Now, I know we've dealt with the Zoroark, and I know we've dealt with the... I didn't see the Charizard's name, but this Ninetales is not a Zoroark, so... That is so funny. I know we're not dealing with Dark types anymore. We're actually dealing with these two Pokemon, so I'm going to switch in the Indeedee. And I'm going to Expanding Force into either or, really. The Ninetales is probably Scarfed, but this probably picks up the KO on Charizard. I would think it probably does. Because Charizard's not the tankiest Pokemon. I don't know its defensive stats, but I know it's not very tanky. When I think Charizard, I don't think tank. Although that shiny Charizard is freaking fire. Actually, shiny Ninetales is fire as well. Uh-oh. It's not going to be dark, so that's good. It's probably fire. Terra Fire, Heat Wave, Charizard. Which could actually do some big damage. I think we still live with a hat, but we'll find out. Yep, I figured that probably KO'd. I'm sorry, Dark Charizard. That Charizard is fire, dude. Charizard shiny might be the best shiny of all time. That's going into the hat. I should tank that pretty comfortably. Yep. Because hat is very specially defensively tanky. And again, I know I'm not dealing with a Zoroark here, I'm dealing with an actual Primarina. So I'm going to, I almost thought of bringing Psyshock, but I didn't. I'm just going to Expanding Force twice. Because that probably, may not pick up the Primarina, but it probably does. With the special attack there, yeah. And then the Life Orb from the Indeedee, that for sure does. So. Alright, and then we're dealing with the last two, I think. The last two or the last one. Zoroark the Royal. The Volbeat. Or is that an Illumise? Volbeat or Illumise, one of those. Alright, there we go. The Thunder Wave, we can't do it in Psychic terrain, so we are good to go. Not super worried about Prankster users this year around because of that terrain, so that's good. Alright, Sukuna, GG, good game. That was a tough one. That was a tough one, I'm not gonna lie. The plan worked very well, but that was a tough match. So, but GG though. So good game. It was well played, and I will see everybody in chat. Peace.